Hi, my name is Christian Key, and welcome back to Celebrating Every Week of 2021 with me. This week is National Brain Awareness Week. Our brains are at the epicenter of everything happening in our bodies. And while it only takes up about 2% of our body mass, it actually consumes about 20% of all the blood and oxygen pumping through our bodies all day, every day. And while our physical brain stops growing at about 25, our minds continue to morph and grow and adapt throughout our entire lifespan, which is why it is so important to never stop learning. The human brain excels at adapting to difficult situations. Like people who are born blind, they kind of rework their brain to be able to see through their ears. This kind of reorganization is called neuroplasticity and is something we can all work on in our day to day lives. The placebo effect is scientifically proven that our brains can heal themselves and our own bodies if we believe it to be so. So it's not necessarily about what we learn, but what we unlearn about the limitations that we put on ourselves and what our brains can do. So here are a few tips to work into your daily routine to keep your brain at peak physical health. Getting the right amount of sleep for your brain is critical because during the day, whenever we're just going around and having these negative thoughts or these stressful situations that we have to embark in our daily lives, it gets toxins kind of worked up in our brains and blocks the neural pathways. And while we sleep, it actually gives our brains time to kind of declutter the whole situation up here. I don't know if you've seen that SpongeBob episode, but you if you have, you know what I'm talking about. And it's so important. And not everybody is the same. Some people need 4 to 6 hours, some people need 6 to 8. Some need even more. But it's really all about what works best for your body. The same thing with the proper diet and exercise routine. It could be different for everyone, but it's important to keep an exercise routine for your brain to be healthy because it doesn't put as much stress on it working everything else out if it's unbalanced. And having the right kind of foods in your diet, like plenty of foods with omega 3 fatty acids, like in salmon and fish and stuff like that. It helps give your brain the nutrients that it needs to get everything done that it needs to get done. Now, as far as daily habits like that don't just help you survive, but help you thrive, reading is one of the best things that you can do for your brain. It helps empower empathy for others and situations that you might not be familiar with. It improves brain connectivity and also like it works on your vocabulary and comprehension and problem solving skills. Music music is one of the most amazing things in the world. It can connect us even beyond language barriers or communication error. Music can actually synchronize our brains. People that play the same music over and over and over, like with each other, like musicians, their brains sync up. It's also been scientifically proven that memories connected to music are one of the last, if one of the few, to survive such degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. And one of the ones that I found most exciting is if you have a rich social network, because we as humans are social creatures, it not only helps fight stress, depression, and anxiety, but it also slows down memory depletion. As we grow older, it is more important and just it makes your life a little better to have friends and family in it that you have a good social network with. So, what are some of these tips that you're going to try to work into your daily routine? What are some of these tips that you already do in your daily routine that you've noticed kind of help your little noggin out? And lastly, what you had to celebrate this week? Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have what would be a good word? An inspiring National Brain Awareness Week because your brain can do amazing things.